This is the EF ECOFLOW 8 kilowatt-hour portable power station. It's a big unit, definitely not something you'd toss in the backseat with your groceries, but it's got a really modern and rugged look with that smooth black finish and solid construction. The wheels and the telescopic handle make moving it around a lot less of a struggle, even though it does have some real heft. This isn't your typical clunky generator you hide behind the shed. It's something you'd actually want in your garage, your recreational vehicle, or even set up during a camping trip. Talking about first impressions, I was both excited and a bit skeptical, to be honest. I've tried smaller power stations before, and they're okay for basic stuff like charging a phone or keeping a few lights on. But when the power goes out or you're taking the recreational vehicle off-grid, you need something that really delivers. That's why I was really curious if the Delta Pro 3 could handle my needs without making me compromise on comfort or convenience. Let's talk about how it feels to actually use this powerhouse. The setup was super simple. There's basically no learning curve here. You don't need to be an electrician or a recreational vehicle professional. Just plug in your cables, turn it on, and you're off. The liquid crystal display screen is clear and shows you how much power you're using, what's left in the battery, and how long it'll last. There are indicator lights for every port too, so there's no guessing or second guessing. My main use case has been with my Class A recreational vehicle, which is 38 feet long and needs a pretty serious power supply. My recreational vehicle has a 50 ampere, 240 volt input, pretty standard for bigger rigs, and I use what's called a dog bone connector to hook everything up. The Delta Pro 3 fits right into that setup. I'm running 2 rooftop air conditioners, cabin lights, the refrigerator, and fans. Nothing crazy. I'm not running everything at once, but it handles the essentials without any hiccup. Checking the readout when I have both air conditioning units just running their fans, the Delta Pro 3 shows around 500 watts of use. That's nothing for this station. Most of the time, I've got somewhere between 400 and 1200 watts active, depending on whether my refrigerator compressor kicks on or if I turn on more lights or a laptop. I love that it supports both 120 volt and 240 volt output. That means it's not only good for basic home use or charging devices, but you can run heavy stuff, like the air conditioning or a well pump if you need to, which is big for peace of mind during an outage. And the surge wattage is no joke. With a peak of up to 8,000 watts, I don't have to worry about things like the refrigerator compressor or air conditioner drawing extra power on startup and tripping the unit. Charging and battery life are 2 other things I want to mention. This model comes with a 496 watt-hour lithium iron phosphate battery, and you can expand that up to a massive 48 kilowatt hours by adding extra batteries or their smart generators. What that means in everyday life is that you get real practical backup for 2 to 4 days if you only use the essentials. And this isn't just wall charging. We're talking solar panel support, car charging, even running it off an electric vehicle charging station or a gas generator if you want. I tried solar panels in my last trip and was amazed at how fast it started recharging, especially from full sun. Of course, the solar panels don't come with it, but if you're serious about off-grid or green power, it's a smart investment. A really unique thing is how quiet this thing is. A running noise level as low as 30 decibels means I can have it in the cabin or inside a tent, and it barely registers. Compare that to a gas generator that you can hear a block away. This is more like a fan running on low. I didn't think it would be such a big deal, but if you've ever camped or slept near a generator, you know how nice peace and quiet is. I could actually sleep next to it without it bothering me. One more key feature that most folks overlook is the automatic switchover. There's a mode called uninterruptible power supply, which stands for uninterruptible power supply. If the grid goes down, it kicks in within 10 milliseconds, keeping your network devices, computer, or home security system running without even a flicker. It's the sort of thing that turns a blackout into a minor inconvenience instead of a disaster. From my experience, everyday use is hassle-free. When I don't need it in the recreational vehicle, I can unplug it, roll it back into the house, and use it to run appliances or as home backup. The EcoFlow application is another thing I've come to appreciate. I'm a technology guy and I love being able to see the status of the system remotely, whether I'm outside grilling or just relaxing inside. What stands out most is honestly the feeling of security I get. The Delta Pro 3 has an Ingress Protection 65 rated battery, which basically means it's protected against dust and water splashes, so I don't fret about using it outdoors, even if the weather turns. The batteries are automotive grade, which means they're the same kind of reliable, long-lasting cells you'd find in electric vehicles. And there's a solid 5-year warranty if anything goes sideways. In my opinion, that's a huge plus. There are some things I'm not wild about. The main one is definitely the weight. At nearly 190 pounds, this isn't exactly portable in the sense of grab and go. Yes, there are wheels and a really sturdy handle, but if you're planning to move it by yourself upstairs or into a pickup bed, you'll want a hand, trust me. Another thing is the price. All these features and the advanced battery come at a premium, and if you're on a budget, this can be a tough sell. It's an investment for sure. Also, just so you know, the solar panels are sold separately. So if you want to go fully off-grid or recharge using solar, you'll need to factor that into your budget. To me, though, the value is pretty undeniable if you really need reliable, silent, clean backup power. The build quality is excellent, the features are thoughtful, and it handles pretty much anything I need, whether it's at home or on the road. For recreational vehicle folks, it's a dream. No fumes, no mess, barely any noise. For homeowners, it's a true safety net. And for outdoor lovers, it's freedom from the grid that actually feels practical. In conclusion, I'd recommend the EF EcoFlow 8 kWh portable power station, Delta Pro 3 for anyone who wants hassle-free backup for their home, a powerful off-grid solution for their recreational vehicle or camper, or just peace of mind when the lights go out. It's perfect for anyone who wants the flexibility to use solar, doesn't want to mess with gas cans, and values quiet, reliable performance. The learning curve is basically zero, which makes it accessible even for folks new to portable power stations. Sure, it's heavy and it isn't cheap, but you get top-notch safety, smart features, and power to run almost anything. You can find detailed information about the EF EcoFlow 8 kWh portable power station, Delta Pro 3 in the comments section. See you in the next video.